What is going on, guys? Adam here. In today's video we're going to talk about low carb diets. For the last century they've been all the rave, promising improved energy, improved health and rapid weight loss. But let me tell you something. Low carb diets are not the solution and they could be your enemy. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look at the science and see what's really going on here. For the purpose of this video, let's define low carbs because there's quite a bit of confusion in the research, and some studies look at low carb diets as like 3 grams per kilogram of body weight. That's definitely not a low carb diet. That's like at least 30%, maybe 35% of my total daily calories. So a low carb diet, for the purpose of this video and for the purpose of any video you watch, should be below, well, I'd say 15% or below of your daily calories. So if 15% or less of your daily calories come from carbs, that should be considered low carb. First off, carbs are not your enemy. Carbs are your friend. They're your body's preferred fuel source of energy, glucose to your brain, glycogen to your muscle. That's basically the stored form of carbohydrate in your muscle, which helps push you at higher intensities, and also fiber to your gut. Don't get me wrong, there are some benefits to a low carb diet that can include reduced appetite, improved satiety, so just being fuller for longer, making it easier to stick to your diet. But here's the thing, studies have shown that high carb diets are just as effective as low carb diets for fat loss when they're based around unprocessed whole foods. So you can eat carbs and still lose fat. Higher carb diets will provide you with the energy and the nutrients needed for optimal performance and recovery. This will help you stick to your routine and get better results in the long run. And let's not forget, carbs taste great. Some people swear by low carb diets for muscle growth and get great results, but they might be missing out on some gains. Low carb diets reduce muscle glycogen levels. They also increase cortisol levels, which can both reduce performance. And when the workouts get harder, they may not have enough fuel for the actual workout itself and also to recover from that workout. On the other hand, carbs will supply all the energy and the nutrients you need for muscle growth and recovery. Don't get me wrong, you can build muscle and lose fat doing both high and low carb diets, but you can do it more effectively with a higher carb diet. And from a health standpoint, when you go low carb, you're depriving yourself of fiber, namely insoluble fiber, which actually feeds good gut bacteria, which can lead to better digestion, just better gut health overall, and also improved immunity. So you get a better immune system as well if you're taking care of your gut. If you don't have enough fiber, you can be more prone to constipation, bloating, and gas. Okay, all that aside, the main problem I have with low carb diets is they're unsustainable in the long term, long enough for you to see the results you want. Don't get me wrong, some people will thrive off low carb diets, but most of you watching this will not. I can assure you that, not just from trying it myself, just from literally almost everyone I've spoken to in the past has tried a few low carb diets at some point and failed every single time. Let's face it, do you really want to give up like bread, pasta, potatoes, sweet potatoes, or all those carby foods? I don't think you do. You don't have to. You can still eat carbs, lose fat and build muscle, and all my clients do, and a lot of people I have seen, well, most people do that and they do it well. When you focus on a more balanced approach, you actually see more energy, better gut health, and just better results in general. Just bringing it all together, low carb diets are generally a bad idea in my view. Like I said, you can still get results doing a low carb diet, but most of you won't, and it's not the best way and the most efficient way. I've actually read some studies, like longer term studies, of people like having lower testosterone when following a low carb diet, and also some people will get liver conditions following a low carb diet. So just bear that in mind. I'm not saying you're definitely gonna develop those things, but those are things to bear in mind. So in a nutshell, don't fall for the hype and gimmicks. Low carb diets have been around for a while. Some people will tell you they're a lifestyle. Yes, they are for some people, but if you can't do it forever, don't attempt a low carb diet unless you have like a strategy to come out of a low carb diet and slowly reintroduce carbs back, and that's usually done with a professional. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching it to this point. I'm not going to say keep pushing your limits anymore, so you will not hear that in any other video, just because I feel like it gives out the wrong message. Like, I want you to go beyond your limits. I do want you to go beyond your limits that you have in your head, like self-limiting beliefs and so forth, but I don't want you to break your body every time you go to the gym. That's not what I want. Anyway, for now, we'll talk soon.